Welcome back, you definitely passing as responsible adults, to another exciting day of Let's Playing Aidyn Chronicles. I'm Chezni, your host, who definitely adults. I adult very good, thank you very much. Last we left off, we had just fought Shemsuk the Necromancer and dispatched his presence upon Aidyn itself. We smote his ruin across the countryside. Or, you know, so we would at least like to believe. So we're going to go into the house of the deceased Oriana. Unfortunately, she just won't be in here, will she? Yeah, things are much the same as we left them. It doesn't look like we can even interact with anything. Yeah, that's it. Just the empty hut itself speaks volumes. The absence of Aidyn Woods' healer leaves a vacuous hole in the hearts of all who knew her. Rest in peace, Oriana. Your death shall not be in vain. Shemsuk mentioned he also killed Oriana's friends in the Glen. I'm not sure what he meant by that. He could have meant flowers. Perhaps he even meant the Mirari that frequently travel through here. So I don't think there's anything here. I'm just kind of walking around looking at the hut. Okay, so what do we do now? We're down a party member. Neeson died. Beckon said he was waiting for us in Araman. We might as well go there. So, Araman's as good a place as any. I do kind of want to take a moment, though, to just sort of chronicle, or at least catalog, what's going on. So we did all that in the bog there, in the middle of the map. Talawalk. Could go down there and learn some magic, that's for sure. That sounds so unintelligent. And could go down there and learn some magic. Yeah, we could visit Guernia, which would be sort of fun. I don't think there's anything for us to do there, though. Yeah, I guess we just go. We really do just head to Araman, and for the only purpose of picking up Beckon. I don't remember where to go anymore to progress the plot. So the world is our oyster. We shall forge our own path and discover what shenanigans we can uncover along the way. It would be a good opportunity, I suppose, to keep an eye out for those chests near Araman that we didn't have the ability to lockpick last time we were down there. I doubt they have anything useful in them, though. Oh, you know what? I think, was it someone commented on an older episode and said something about going back to Araman when you can open those locks, or those chests, in order to, words, Chezni, use words. So there were all those chests in Araman, or rather the mountains where the goblins were, that we couldn't open. And we definitely have the ability to pick those locks now. So we should go down there and take a look. Apparently we also missed a rope over here in the city. You know what? I don't want to go look for that. It's a unique item that raises your thievery by 2. Ah, but raising thievery by 2! Alright, we're gonna go look for it. I was aware of this rope when we were here last time, but I couldn't find it quickly, and I decided just to not worry about it, but yeah, supposedly there's a rope over here somewhere. I couldn't tell you where. I had actually read about it in a guide years ago, and I wasn't even certain where to find it then either. But again, another person on the one of our viewers commented on that as well. I think it was the same one that mentioned the chest in Araman. I'm so sorry, I can't remember who it was. said that there was a rope here somewhere. So it's that fact is at least corroborated by 2 people on the internet. It must be true. For those of you who do know where the rope is, you're probably just screaming at me right now. Oh my gosh! He's going the wrong way. Noob! What an idiot. GG, please uninstall. Never play Aidyn Chronicles again. I don't know, where would you put a rope, guys? I feel like the rope would be like on a cliffside. You know, to indicate that someone had been using it to climb or something. Oh, here's a chest. Is this it? No. Couldn't be that easy. How do we miss that? Apparently we did, though. I think it's fitting that Alaron goes back to his home village, since he is the only surviving member now that Oriana is dead. I don't know, I don't think the rope would be in any of the buildings, so we're not going to go inside anything. We're just going to focus on the outside first. If we get really desperate, we'll check the insides of the buildings. Oh, another chest. Jeez, how did we miss these? Hey, there it is, the rope. We got some rope. Fancy that. Oh, look at this. I don't think I've ever come up here. As a child, I always wondered how, because, you know, you go down there, you can see the walkway coming up, and then it's missing this section. You can't get up here. So that's how you get up here. That's so cool! Alright, let's equip the rope. Obviously, Brenda's gonna get it. The question is, though, what slot does it take up? Because if it takes up the wrong slot, it might not be worth it. Yeah, Thief +2. Wait, what did that take up? Is that the wand slot? Oh, we do not care about the wand slot. That's wait, Rita! Rita's not supposed to have the rope. We'll give her revival. There we go. Brenna has our rope now. Oh yeah, we gotta teach Alaron all these crazy necromancer spells we got from Shamsuk. Alright, let's teach him Banishing, Control Zombie. I guess that's it. He already knows Spirit Shield. And Wall of Bones. I'm still baffled that we have the Heart of Elisheva. Gives you the spell Crushing Death. It means if we still had Ferris, we should have given Ferris the Heart of Elisheva. Of course, then he would have left the team with Shamsuk's staff. What a monster. Oh well. So we got the rope. That's pretty cool. The +2 thievery would have been a lot more useful at the very beginning of the game, but, you know, better late than never. 12 thievery has to count for something, right? I'm sure the overflow stats get calculated somehow. I'm sure they don't just get tossed to the wayside. Surely not. Oh well. Got the rope now. It's time for the long walk back. So, anyone want to tell a story? We gotta pick something to talk about. We've just discussed so much, though. What more can we even say? Oh, didn't we get something to give us +10 protection? I thought I read it and was impressed by it. What was it, though? It was like a necklace or something? Did we already equip that to somebody? No? We would have given it to Brenna, and I don't see her equipped with anything weird. Am I making this up? I must be making this up. I don't see anything. Alright, let's do one sweep from the top. Yeah, I don't see anything that's giving us plus 10 protection. What did I think gave us that? Because I thought it lowered... It gave you plus 10 protection and then lowered something by an amount. Well, I don't see it here. Chezny's lost his mind. Thankfully, it is nice to travel along these paths without being waylaid by 3,000 rats and their bat friends. Alright, well, I suppose we could analyze the impact of Shemsuk now being gone. In general, there are 3 plots in Aidyn Chronicles. There's the plot of Alaron getting named, there's the plot of Shemsuk opposing the Wilding, and then there's the plot of Rabisat taking over everything. So the whole Shamsuk plot kind of seems like it's at an end, because, well, Shamsuk himself is gone. In fact, if memory serves correctly, that is the definitive end to that whole arc. Shamsuk's just dead, Neezen's dead, Rita's now available to be removed from the party, so if we wanted to, we could remove her. Previously, if you try to remove her, she complains that she's still trying to help find a cure for Neezen. She needs to come with you. Interestingly, the only way to get a party that you can even change out 2 people in is to choose Godric instead of Rita at the very beginning of the game, because Godric will just leave. He's not attached to the party once you get him. Wait, am I going the wrong way? Oh my goodness. I didn't mean to go east. Or rather, I did. I was intentionally going east, but I got my easts and wests mixed up. We were headed towards Guernia this whole time. We're here, we might as well keep going. This really is gonna just turn into the family reunion trip. Go sightseeing. Pay our respects to the burned out husk of Alaron's village, come back to Guernia. This guy's just going on and on. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so I was originally just kind of cycling through his dialogue because I thought it was just the normal stuff that random NPCs say, but this guy's actually going into detail about the burned down village. So, to paraphrase what he was saying earlier, he was kind of babbling inanely about finding the burned down village, etc., etc. Now he's saying, you took the ring, didn't you? Which we did at the beginning of the game. We took the Namer's ring. So we'll ask him, does it belong to someone you know, or would you like to see it? Let's ask if it belongs to someone he knows. Are you trying to be amusing? Foolish boy. You took the ring, didn't you? I don't know anything about a ring. Would you like to see it? Yeah, we'll ask him if he wants to see it. We have no reason to hide it. Are you mad? The ring is one of the relics of the lost Namer. If I should see the ring... Let me guess. You'd be cursed, right? Or would they come after you? Or maybe the goblins would find you and do something really terrible. What do you do all day, anyway? Run around this forest trying to scare harmless travelers? You know, the knighthood is a terrible thing to waste. I hope they don't make you a knight. Does the king know you're here? Does the king care anymore? That's the question. Huh. I don't know if we ever talked to that guy after picking up the Namer's ring. He called it... What? There's a treasure chest over here that we didn't get? 25 gold. We're rich, guys. How is it that we've combed every single location and yet there's just still all this stuff we never got? Anyway. He called it the Namer's ring, which is interesting. I don't know what the significance of that is. Yeah, I kind of just expected most of the NPCs to keep repeating the same things they said the last time we were here. In fact, I'm not even sure if there's a real good reason to come back here. We could pick up Aberkin. Take him along the way to Alaron with us. We'll continue to spot check some of the NPCs just to see if they do say something different, but it's probably just going to be the same old. Okay, Grania Castle again. Hooray. Let's try to make this visit short. Of the characters of important notice, or rather of important note, I can think of Gabriel, or Gabrian, the cook, the king, of course, and perhaps Aberkin if we can find him. Oh, we could talk to Bowden as well. Yeah, and the weapons master. Never mind, I guess there's quite a few characters we could talk to here. Godric isn't in his lab, he's wherever Godrics go when they need to travel the world. I think there was a chest or something down here that we couldn't unlock. At least I thought there was. Maybe I'm just wrong. Oh, there's the chest. I guess we already got it. Oh, hey. Oh, another person saying nothing important. The chest is over here. Ah, here we go. Wow, that's quite a bit of stuff. So a bunch of potions that don't really mean much. Sapphire gem, useless. Spice is nice. But a Mace of Glory? Whoa! Holy hafted. Alright, so base hit of 75? Isn't that the highest we've ever seen on a hafted weapon? Damage of 5, which is fine. The only thing higher that I think we've seen is a 6. Gives you the ability to cast lightning and magic. Unfortunately, Beacon can't use this because it's of the solar aspect. Well, heck. That's a pretty strong weapon right at the beginning of the game. I suppose, though, you need a very high lockpick, though, to acquire it. Where does this take us? Oh! Cool. This takes us right back to Alaron, so there's no need for us to travel all that way. So when we do decide to leave, we can just come back down here and immediately just zip right into Alaron. That's nice. Okay, so that takes care of the treasure chest down there. Godric can be checked off the list. He's not here anymore. Is there a reason to come up here? Maybe... Well, this is where Bowden was, right? Or was this where the Mirari was? I can't remember. There's a Mirari healer, and then there's Bowden. Or Bowden. Who knows? Fantasy names. Apparently no one's bothered to remove Gondric's letter. Well, that unfortunately is the last place we want to go during our visit, but at least we know where it is now. It's amazing how many times we've been in this castle and yet I still get lost. Oh, wait, here's the night roll, so the king should be not there. Is there a secret passage behind the throne? There's always a secret passage behind the throne. Come on! Let us go behind the throne. Guess there's no secret passage behind the throne. Oh, is that Aberkin? No, you're just a random guard. Well, if Aberkin isn't here, I don't know where he would be. So I guess we can cross Aberkin off the list. A rather kingly eating table. One would assume that King Phelan's quarters would be nearby. Alright, Gabriel should be around here, right? Or Gabriel, it's one or the other. Wow, he's just not here. That just leaves, like, what, Sheridan and... who else? The weapons master. Duncan? Was that his name? Can't quite remember. You know what? Forget it. Let's just go to Araman. There's no one around here. There's nothing cool happening. Let's just get out of here. Cut our losses while they're shallow. Those herbs? Herbs and mushrooms. Interesting. Ugh, another chest. How did we miss all these? Gemstones. Actually usable. Alright, so this was all just a master plan to get the Mace of Glory and the teleport to Araman. I don't see the problem. Okay, no. Now that we're in Araman, I have no clue where Beacon would be. He's probably down by his shop, right? You would assume. Perhaps we'll run into Uraza as well. Isn't there a door that guards a dragon or something? I thought there was. Aldua or something like that. It's the dragon that all the Mirari worship. I can't quite recall whether the dragon is real or not. Anyway, the dragon door, I think, is in the caves down into this way, sort of, direction, so we're gonna kind of try to find it really quick. I thought it was here. Looks like not. There's a suspicious wall. Maybe it's in the other offshoot on the map. We might have been on the one that ends with the semicircle. Here we go. Yeah, okay, so this door. For whatever reason, I think this door guards a dragon. I don't know why. That's just what my memory tells me. But we still can't get into it. So I suppose that was pointless. Well, let's just get out of these caves. Maybe Tommen has something interesting to tell us. Let's see, Tommen's place, where are we? Oh, I know where we are now. Tommen's place should be over here and to the left. Maybe. I thought. Oh, it's further down the road, I bet. Yeah, there it is. A fool's throne. Really? The king isn't even here? Where is he? Huh. There's not even any Mirari up here. Kind of feels like they just scooped up all the NPCs and removed them from the game. Yeah. Alright, to Beckon's shop. We just have to hope he's actually there. Can't remember which one of these is Beckon's shop. It's one of them, I think, on this side. It'll be recognizable at least as the only shop with a large amount of human weapons behind it. Nope. This doesn't look like it either. Here we go. Oh, the old codger isn't here. He's gone. Wow. We might not be able to get we might not be able to get him back. I don't know where he is. That's so sad. Beckon, no! Now who do we use as our fourth party member? I'm totally lost. I don't know where to go. Alright, let's take a look at the journal. Maybe it'll say something important. Today we killed the evil wizard Shamsuk. Maybe he was lying about Oriana. Yeah, probably not. I guess that's kind of it. Okay. Well, you know, the only place in the game we haven't been yet is Ugarit. So I suppose we just set out in that way direction. I'm on the wrong side of the river. Huh. So what do we do then? I suppose we could go to Terminor and pick up another stooge. I mean, a traveling companion. Our choices are Keelan or Arturo. Arturo would fit the mold for requisite fighter. So perhaps we'll go with him. Keelan can rot in the trash fire she came out of. Alright. More story time. So, with Shamsuk gone, really, this whole journey was just motivated by Alaron trying to fix what he perceived as a personal poison, which then, of course, turned into this whole dilemma regarding the lack of a true name. So I suppose Alaron, in this instance, with Shamsuk being dead, is simply motivated to fix the whole problem he has of his spirit not being a part of him. That being said, Rabasset is still out there somewhere, attempting to acquire Alaron's power. Although at this point, I don't know how much of a threat she is, considering that Rabasat and Shemsuk were on equal levels of power, or at least to the extent that they were willing to deal with each other in order to work in a status of truce. It's so funny that Shemsuk wanted to thwart Rabasat's power, and yet somebody mentioned that, like, I think it was Alaron himself who mentioned that he had dealings with Rabasat, and in fact, I believe when Pome burned down, there was the mentioning of Rabasat and Shemsuk, so just seems like two power-hungry magic mongers, neither of which who were particularly justified in their actions. Here's the part where I really hope we're going the right way. Yeah, it looks like we're headed to Port Said. How did I manage that? Tell you what. I also totally forgot that we were supposed to go into the snowy mountainside and find some treasure, so let's go do that, I guess. How did I get so turned around? This is probably going to end poorly, considering how long it took me to find Kitterak's tent last time. Although we don't really need to find Kitterak's tent. And hopefully there'll be a lot less goblins this time. Hey, strolling dude. Be wary the spirit that follows. Well, with any luck, this will just be a nice little jaunt through the snowy mountainside. If memory serves, the place we're looking for is inside a cave. So we'll want to focus our search in those locations. I hear footsteps, that's not a good sign. But yeah, at this point it kind of feels like most of the imminent danger has passed, and the game just kind of drops you outside of Oriana's hut without much of an indication as to what you're supposed to do. It was driving you so hard and so long to go to specific locations. It was like, go to Port Said, go to Talabog, go to Terminor, etc, etc, etc. Now it almost feels like they just dropped the ball. I would say that that is the point, like, oh, you're supposed to go out and find the next part of the story or the next clue, but I think that's my problem. There isn't even a clue. I feel like the party definitely should have, like, talked about the fact that Shemsuk died. I mean, you did have that bit of dialogue with Rita, which was nice, before you fought Shemsuk. That was cool, but there's, like, no recognition that the Necromancer is dead. I mean, what kind of effect is that going to have on all of the undead in the Darkling Bog? Are they destroyed now without their creator to animate them, or are they now mindless, shambling along from one location to another? Or the skeletons, for that matter. Or the lizard men employed by him. Oh, I did not want to come back here, and yet here we are. Oh, come on! You kidding me with this? Alright, Rita. You've got that staff. Show him what's up. That's not what I was looking for, but thank you for trying. Oh, we lost Neeson, man, our second fireball slinger. Oh, oops. Sorry, Brenna. We're lucky that we didn't get a high roll on this one. We need to check if it's nighttime or not. I feel like we're rolling low. 30's pretty decent for lightning, but these are old monsters. Yeah, it's to be expected with the shield. Back in the mountains of Alaron. Dispatching more green-skinned villains. I really hope we can find this place. Alright, where is it? It was in a cave-like area. Ah, there's another cave on the other side of this walkway. We'll try that one. From a design standpoint, you have to consider, though, that, oh, just kidding, that cave is not enterable. From a design standpoint, even Quest 64 had warp wings that allowed you to teleport from city to city as long as you kept at least one in stock. Aidyn Chronicles just has the portal gates, or whatever you want to call them. There's no escape ropes, no teleport, no go back to town spell. That's usually pretty cool, until you're trying to do something like what we're doing right now. Oh, come on. Tried to sneak past him, but who am I kidding? We don't have any stealth skill. Especially without Beckon in the team. Man, where did that guy go? I guess he's just gone, or in some undiscernible location of which I have no way of knowing. With luck, he might be in Terminor? He said he was going back to Alaron, but we had all those party members in Terminor. We got rid of him in Terminor. They kill Neeson to give you Ferris, and then Ferris just runs away. How's that for cryptic, though? If there was ever an Aidyn Chronicles 2, I would want there to be a traveling jester with a necromancer staff. Oh, come on! What's up with all these caves we can't go in? I should really draw a map. Alright, is this the cave we came in the first place? Yeah, I think so. Alright, let's hang right. Is that a cave, or did we already try that one? I don't think we tried this one. It's just another one we can't go in. I think there's a bit of an alcove, like right here, right? Yeah. Oh, is this the place? Oh, it might be. Wow, there's a hobgoblin and what looks like a Chaos Lieutenant guarding the area. So obviously this hobgoblin fight won't be anything terribly exciting, although we are down one party member. Even so, I'm not sure we have that much to be worried about. Although, let's not hit Brenna with our fireball this time. Please? That would also explain why we are rolling so low, though. It is nighttime. It's probably a good thing, otherwise Brenna might be dead. We'll have to cure her, probably, to get some stamina back. I hate having Rita just skip her turn, but I don't think it's useful to have her really do much of anything right now. Considering most of this fight is just going to be fought with the spells themselves. Oh, not enough stamina on Alaron. Alright. Goblin flees already. We could have Brenna cast lightning, but she's so good at backstabbing, we'll just have her kill one outright. Especially since the other goblin fleed, maybe we can convince the others to do the same. We do need to stock up on regents. Oh, gosh darn it. Keep forgetting that we need to cure Alaron's stamina. It wouldn't be a bad idea to get the boy a bit more stamina. I think we're at, what, 30? Or 50, I can't remember. It's one or the other. Probably 30. It's not very high, that's for sure. Alright, Rita will join in on this one. So it's not that we're in really any danger, because we're not, but being down a party member, I can just feel it. We have fewer turns per round, we're outnumbered, smaller collective HP pool. I just feel more vulnerable. Even though Neeson was no frontline fighter, he still was rather scrappy. He had enough HP to take a hit and keep going. Staff certainly was pretty decent. Whatever became of that staff? I guess it went with him to the grave. Alright, so this is a little scary. I don't know what our chances are with this guy. We're gonna give it a try. Chaos Slayer. Yeah, alright, so they open up with haste, which, now that we know haste just increases movement and not turns per round, I'm not nearly as afraid of it. We have Verse Elemental dropped, so there's not much of a chance of us casting our damaging spells. It's starting to look like we're going to have to just go in face first. Let's try boosting our HP by 20 each. Just to be on the safe side. I'm not really sure how this fight's going to turn out. But 20 HP padding, I'm sure, will help. After that, we'll want Alaron's first 2 turns to be Air Shield and Strength. And then largely, our damage will probably be coming from Brenna planting her sword into people from behind. We'll take out the little one first. Plus, I think he casts Starlight Web anyway. Oh, I didn't think of that about that. They cast Verse Elemental. They didn't cast Verse Necromancy. We could try and Wall of Bones them. First things first, we'll do the Air Shield, and we'll have Rita cast Brilliance on her next turn. So that way, if there is a chance of Wall of Bonesing these guys, we'll give Alaron the highest ability to do so. Should be good. Alright, so we have Debilitation. I don't know what that does. We'll have to check our stat screen to see. Perhaps Alaron even knows that spell. Oh no, not the Starlight Shield. No. This is just gonna make everything be horrible. Now I really want to kill that sorcerer. Both Slayers decide to pass their turn. That's fine. We need all the help we can get since we're down a party member. I think these were the guys guarding the bridge. We'll see if we're up to the task this time to take them out. Alright, Brilliance is down. We could go for Strength. I feel like Strength is the better spell choice long term, so we'll go with Strength. We'll go with Wall of Bones on the next round. Alaron really isn't going to be able to contribute very much with his little throwing star there, or whatever you want to call that tree branch. I don't know, it looks pretty weird. Alright, didn't expect to get the turn back so quickly, but here goes nothing. Now the first question on my mind is, can you target multiple characters with Wall of Bones? The answer looks like no, we have to cycle through. Oh, those are 2 Slayers, but then I don't know what this thing is. Alright, let's try to Wall of Bone one of the Slayers. I kind of want to see what this other crazy guy does. What? It worked? Are you kidding me? That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Did we just find easy mode? I think we just found easy mode, guys. Alright, so what is this horrifying thing? We've seen the Slayers a couple times before. I'm pretty sure we've even killed a Slayer or 2. Maybe they were called lieutenants back then, I'm not really sure. Anyway, I'm less afraid of them. Oh, we need to check out what Debilitate does. What's our stats look like? I don't see any negatives. We'll have to check it on Alaron's turn. I'm sure he knows the spell. But yeah, what is this crazy guy? He's got some kind of sword with 2 blades on each end. He also has a Chaos Shield. He seems much more intimidating than the other Slayers. Chaos... Oh no, this is a Lieutenant. Okay. And he has quite a sizable HP pool. Anyway, hey, if we can Wall of Bones these guys, let's just go for it. That's disgusting. I think we did just find easy mode. Oh wait, are we resisting the spell? Oh, he's casting Debilitation, but it's not doing anything. I see. Oh, and that just feels mean. You can target the characters who are stuck in the Wall of Bones. Yeah, and the Lieutenant is definitely going to be dropped after a couple more backstabs like that. It's a real pity the AI gets really stuck on casting status effect spells on you, and if they can't do it, they really should have had just a simple contingency in the Alright, we're gonna check Debilitation. I feel like I know it's easy for me, a player, to sit here and complain about this, Or be like, oh, it's so easy, they just should have had a contingency plan in the AI. Teehee. Yeah, I know, when you're designing a game, there's 10 million things that you're trying to fix and do, and yeah, it's not so easy. But in my mind, I feel like, you know, the way you would design the AI ideally would be to, and I can't talk and read at the same time, so hang on. Debilitation. I don't see it. I guess we don't have it. Oh well. Anyway, in my mind, I think probably the best way to do it would be not to scan to see if you're... I mean, certain enemies might want to scan to see if the players have a certain status effect. Like, if there's an enemy that their whole thing is just to poison the player, then sure, just let it keep doing its poison move, whatever. But with these guys, I feel like they should just have a personal, you know, variable stored, like cast debilitation spell X number of times. Something where it's like, you know, it scans all party members, and if it sees that they all have the status effect applied to them, then of course they don't try to cast it again. But they also have like a variable that forces them out of their loop. Something like, you know, if cast debilitation greater than 2, then, you know, exit that part of the AI and move on to the more offensive part. Because that way it kind of just simulates that they understand, oh, okay, we're not going to be able to actually inflict the statuses upon the party. That being said, while I was babbling this whole time, it does appear that the Chaos Lieutenant and Slayers are within our ability to dispatch. So those ones that we found on the bridge all those episodes ago guarding Talawak, no longer a threat. And apparently with Wall of Bones, we just don't need to be afraid of them at all. It's not even so much that it takes an enemy out of a fight. I mean, there's so many pieces to why Wall of Bones is so crushing. Both to the player, but also even more so to the NPCs. Because it's not just that we've killed an enemy, it's that they're still on the map. We're preventing more reinforcements from showing up. So effectively, we narrow the chokehold of reinforcements by half. Because we could go over and kill these lieutenants while they're sitting around being stuck. But by not doing so, we are limiting the number of reinforcements that the enemy can provide to 2, and now 1. I'm going to see what happens if we Wall of Bones everyone. Apparently the game just crashed. That's fine. Alright, give me a moment. We'll be back here. Okay, we're back. Luckily I figured out how to accelerate the speed of an emulator, because even at times 4 speed, that took 15 minutes to get back here. Alright, so of interesting note, we're more or less back to exactly where we left off, except this time, when I went back to Guernia and opened that treasure chest, we didn't get a Mace of Glory, we got a Wand of Persuasion, which looks like it casts Charming on things. Much less interesting, but whatever, I'm not going to restart the game 1,000 times to make sure we get the Mace of Glory that we're not going to use. Anyway, I believe when we left off, I was musing about the possibility of causing all enemies to succumb to this Wall of Bones status effect while there are reinforcements in tow. My goodness, would you look at that? It just consistently crashes there. That's hilarious. Luckily I have a backup. But my goodness. What if we cast it on the other one? No, it worked that time. That's so weird. That Chaos Warrior just is, he's like, no. Wall of Bones is a stupid spell. If you're gonna cast it on me, I'm not gonna play the game. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. I kind of don't want to kill it because, again, I want to see what happens if we Wall of Bones everyone. Alright, we're gonna make another safety save. And see what happens here. Will the fight just end? Oh, he just dies. Okay. Is that normal? Is that supposed to happen? Is that how this works? Alright, let's try to cast it on this one. I guess the fight doesn't end. But no other character took damage when we cast Wall of Bones on them, right? Why did he take damage? Anyway, I guess we have to kill them. Unlike the players... Or, sorry, unlike the monsters, the players don't get an instant win, I suppose, when everyone's been wallified. Hey, did he break out? Oh, whatever, we'll put him back in. Or maybe the last one... Oh my goodness, look at this. It froze again. Huh. Okay, well, I suppose we'll have to use Wall of Bones sparingly. Let's just load that safety save and kill him the old-fashioned way. So you gamble with more than just your enemies' lives when you cast necromancy spells. You also run the risk of breaking reality itself. Or something. Anyway, we might as well just dispatch them all. A bit like fish in a barrel. Wait, are you kidding me? Guys, it froze again. You froze when we attacked. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. Now this has become the how do you get out of this fight without crashing the game challenge. The challenge that all good Aidyn Chronicle fights should have. It's not enough that you are opposed by the forces of villainy within the game. You are also required to defend yourself against the game itself. The very code conspires against you. Anyway, I'm hoping if we just avoid attacking anyone who's been surrounded by bones, that we'll hopefully avoid any future crashes. Maybe. Perhaps. I can't imagine what that's like when you're using the actual cartridge and it crashes on you like that. Well, actually, I can't imagine. I did it all the time. It's extremely frustrating and leads oftentimes to just putting the game aside for a week or two. Although apparently it didn't require us to kill all of the other monsters that were incapacitated, so I guess the same rules kind of do apply to the heroes. They just don't count when there are reinforcements. Anyway, okay, so Wall of Bones is easy mode. Assuming it doesn't crash your game. We could teach Alaron Brilliance, but that just seems redundant. I mean, at this point, let's just give the guy some stamina and endurance. Oh, his endurance is only 20. Yeah, let's give this guy up to 30 endurance. And then we'll just put a bunch of points in stamina so he can cast stuff. 99 HP. Actually, now might be a good time to give everyone some HP. This will just kind of prevent us from getting what do you call it? TPK, total party killed, or one-shotted, 1 HK, 1 hit KO. In case we do fight something that just kind of obliterates us. So interestingly, as you see there, 30 is not the limit on endurance. There's no reason I go up to 30 other than I just like even numbers. Okay, so everyone's up in the 80 to 90 range now. That's pretty good. A lot of chaos robes. Don't need those herbs. Need gems and spices, though. Alright, so we finally made it to this room. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so we've got this big old pile of... a spear. Cool. Thanks. Treasure abound. Wait, the treasure's still here? Helm of Tempests? What? What is this crazy thing? It's like Thor's helmet. Look at that. Your damage, you just get to deal more damage by wearing this helmet. It does give you +1 protection, +2 warrior, lightning spell, resists air 50. I don't know what that means. I guess wind and lightning count as air spells, maybe? Now, who's gonna wear that? Man, I'd so give it to Beacon. It's the perfect helmet for Beacon. I'm so sad he isn't in the game. Yeah, I think we hold on to the Helm of Tempest for our fighter. Because I want Brenna to have that Helm of Protection. Because she doesn't have a shield. I guess Rita could wear it. I also have the Helm of Charisma. That's not really going to do us much, is it? Ah, I forgot about the 25 resist on physical. Helm of Defense is broken. Straight up broken. Anyway, we'll give... I don't know. Helm of Defense is probably just better. We'll hold on to the Helm of Tempests for our fighter character that we recruit, which will probably be Arturo. Alright, we can probably unlock this now. 400 gold. Is that it? Yeah, I guess it is. That's okay. The Helm of Tempest was totally worth it to come back here for. Plus, if it's anything like the Mace of Glory, the treasure in Aidyn is apparently totally random, even down to the point of having rare one-of-a-kind gear be randomly scripted. In fact, I think that's fairly accurate, because there's a Ring of Witches that only appears like in a single chest in Airmen or something weird like that. The guy who speedruns Aidyn, in one of his paths to speedrun the game, he has to restart the game over and over again until he opens up the chest and gets the Ring of Witches, which I think is funny. I don't know if that's his current path. It's interesting all the same, though. Anyway, we got our Helm of Tempest. That'll be cool once we have someone to put it on. Am I just going back the way we came? I am. Really wish we could give it to Beacon, though. I'm not gonna stop complaining about Beacon. We carried that guy throughout the entire game, only to lose him at the very end. What happened? Did he rest his axe palm on the hilt into the axe blade into the ground as he watched Alaron walk away and said, "It's time for this old man to move on," and just decided that was the end of him? He just went out into the mountainside somewhere and was never seen again. He died a warrior's death. Okay, how is it not possible that we've gone around the entire cave system and I have not chosen the correct exit? Perhaps this is it. I think this is it. I hope this is it. Cross your fingers, guys. Yeah, this looks like it. Thank goodness we also didn't have to walk around the entire mountainside to find that room. I might have lost my mind if we had to. It's already bad enough that I tried to leave Araban and ended up back walking through the front gates. Alaron, we believe you had, actually already left. Are you back so soon? Yes, exactly. I, needed some more of that Araman cooking. Yeah, alright, but, you said you didn't want any more of it last time you visited. Well, I, changed my mind. Alaron, you said you hated that stuff. Oh, well. What is this bear? This bear always respawns on this walkway. It drives me nuts. Like, does this random cave bear really need to be here? This walking 1200 EXP. And beast hide. I should just be thankful there aren't more of them. You really forget how big this place is until you come back, don't have a real good reason to be here, and are terrified with the prospect of wandering around being lost forever fighting old monsters that you've already been able to dispatch since hours ago. There's a technical term for that, I'm sure. Yeah, it's called RPGism. RPGism is a wide token term that can be used to collect a varied number of unwanted tropes. Oh well. I think we're finally going to leave this. Yeah, we're finally out. Say goodbye to the mountains, guys. I don't think we're ever coming back here. It's the last time we'll see them. Okay, so seriously, Alaron might walk at a realistic speed for a human, but he's so slow. You really feel it when you're walking, when you're gauging the prospect of needing to travel across the entire continent, and you're like, we gotta go all the way back to Terminor. That is a long walk. A very, very, very long walk. Beckon said he was going back to Araman, right? I'm not crazy, right? I think I might have read that somebody else had this problem where he just disappears and you can't get him back. So sad. I know that some games that use party menu systems where you can drop in and drop out characters on a whim might seem a little artificial compared to organically going out and finding your party. But it at least avoids situations like this. I know he's not going to be in there. I'm still going back in. Maybe we can talk to one of the Mirari in here. Maybe they have something to say. Nope. Although I don't think there's any skills we really need here. Remove poison. Wait, what? Sure. I guess Brenna doesn't know remove poison. Why not? See if this guy has anything cool. Nope. Alright, well, say goodbye to Araman, guys. I think we're also leaving here for the final time. Araman is not a place I would enjoy visiting in real life. The Mirari people are admirable, knowledgeable, wise, but I think they would drive me nuts. They're a little bit like if you combined elves, pixies, and hobbits all into one race. No, what am I saying? They're just gnomes. Well, I don't know. These guys are. I actually think gnomes are more annoying than the Mirari. So I guess the Mirari have that going for them. The Mirari aren't annoying. I should stop saying they're annoying. They just have many quirks about them. as much as they love their pranks and word games, they do seem to have, when they choose to care about someone, they do seem to legitimately and sincerely take them under their wing. Like, Alaron seems to have, you know, been legitimately cared for by several of the Mirari. Perhaps they found his youthful spirit to be in kindred with their own love of trickery and things like that. Although I assume they love trickery. It's mostly our interaction with Salmon, since he got you to do all of his dirty work without actually helping. Although Salmon, I think, did it maliciously. I get the feeling that the Mirari as a race probably just enjoy small pranks with each other. I don't know why I feel that way. So there was a treasure chest. Was it up here? It's hard to remember all those months ago. No, it wasn't here. Wherever that treasure chest was, it was like a wide... nope. It was a wide open plain. This isn't it. However, we did accidentally take a shortcut. Although this rat is going to make us pay for it. Maybe we can just lightning them all. Nope, because these are tomb rats. I should have known because they're bigger. So what's next on the list? I suppose we could go down to Talawalk and teach Brenna Fireball. Although at this point, I don't know if we have enough time to level it up before the end of the game. Assuming, of course, that I even remember how to get to the end. Pretty sure, I mean, it's obvious we need to go down to Ugarit. But I don't know if they'll let us in at this point. I suppose we should give it a try, though. So what? Terminor and then Ugarit, right? We'll see if the gates of the Jundar let us through. How did you miss that tomb rat, Alaron? It wasn't even in your view, and it was across a hill. Surely could have aimed better than that. I expect inhuman levels of accuracy. I don't think that's so unreasonable. Alright, well, I think that's where we're going to end it today. On our journey towards... Well, I say that, and then this hill. This path looks like the open plain that had the chest that we missed. I'm going to walk to the end of here. If we don't find the chest, I'm going to turn around and go back. Alright, I'm going to turn around and go back. That's where we're going to end it today. Should probably align ourselves so that I don't end up going backwards again. Yeah, so we want to go south. Crap, I'm lost. I still think we want to go this way, though. Pretty sure we want to go this way. This is north, which is the opposite direction we inevitably want to go. But I think this loops around and then starts going south. I hope. Yeah. Totally. This path totally won't take us back to Araman. They would never do that. Chezni's never known for getting lost. As long as we're headed south, I think we're good though. I should probably make sure we see a sign or something. Alright, so the path loops around. Pretty sure that way is the correct path. I hope. Oh man, guys, I'm lost again. And we're headed east. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. We're headed east and north. There's a bat. A bat we haven't fought. That means something, right? Oh, come on. Brenna, you're dead to us. D-E-D dead. If Alaron was gonna miss, I think I just would have shut down the program then. It's a bit of an exaggeration. We're going north. This isn't the direction we want to go. South. South path. Take us south. Please. Although the elevation is trending downwards, that's a good sign. The path to Araman is one upwards. Oh good, a sign. Okay. Let's... Unfortunately, we'll have to fight that warhog. Sorry, boar. Works for me. To Talawak. Okay, and that's where we'll end today. So when we pick up next time, we'll travel to Talawak, visit the school, maybe say hi to Ardra, I don't know. And then we'll head down into the mighty desert of the Ugarit. Thank you for watching. A bit of an odd episode today as we just kind of wander aimlessly around, but we got the Tempest Helm, I guess. Yay. Anyway. See you in the next one. Till then.